How did I help one of my clients go from 0, no subscribers, no videos, to 100 subscribers in 90 minutes? I'm gonna show you exactly how that happened in this video. Give this a like if you're excited, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified every single time I post a new video. And I'm so excited to dive into a bunch of new tactics to grow your YouTube channel at warp speed. Now, having said that, you also have to have a level of patience on YouTube. And if you think that you're just gonna grow to 1 million subscribers overnight, that's just not real. So we gotta celebrate every little win. So before I dive into my computer and share exactly what you should be focusing on and exactly what to do, I wanna remind you that every single subscriber that you get, whether it's 1 or 1 million, you wanna think of them as a snowflake. What? The reason I say that is because, especially in the beginning when you're starting your channel, each individual subscriber is a snowflake. What that means is that you have to cater to them, you have to listen to them, you have to communicate with them, you have to respond to their comments, because that one person is your key to growing at warp speed. That one subscriber, if they feel seen, recognized, and heard, they're gonna tell their friends to watch your content if your content is good. So that's the very base level of how you start to grow your YouTube channel, is you have to care about the one, not the 1 million. Because if you think about it, there's that one subscriber, one snowflake. You start to accumulate all these subscribers and snowflakes from all these different places, and all of a sudden, all of those subscribers, we're thinking of them as snowflakes, stay with me here, they're gonna turn into a snowball. And that's the effect that happens on YouTube. It's kind of like if you're working on getting a 6-pack. Is it gonna happen overnight? No, it's with micro actions, it's with dedication, and it's with focus. So that's my little preface, but you know I got some tricks up my sleeve too, so we're gonna get into those as well. All right. Let's dive into my computer. The first thing you need to do when you're trying to grow your channel fast is we're gonna take a walk down memory lane and look at when I really started creating content on my channel that helped me grow a lot faster, because prior to doing this, I didn't really know what I was doing at all. And this is what we call the testing phase. So you can see this is kind of when I started taking it seriously. This is the video that I uploaded just for my clients, and now it has 100,000 views on it. But I was doing Periscope, Instagram, screencasting, making videos, Twitter, Facebook versus YouTube, personal video, scheduling Instagram posts, custom thumbnails, personal branding, royalty-free music, different app tutorials, camera equipment. So you can see I was kind of all over the place. And then I started to really realize that every time I made a video about YouTube specifically, it was taking off. So that's where I started to double down, because you don't know until you start creating content. You have to do it in order to actually see what works. So you have to figure out which videos are performing the best for you and which types of content are performing best for you. And the only way to do that is to create the content. So in the beginning, we always say try and get 8 videos up on your channel. And then once you have the 8 videos up, you wanna look at your analytics to see what's working best and which topics are working best for you to get the most reach. And that's where you double down and you create more content on those topics. And if you have an older channel, if you have videos from the past that did really well, those same topics will work well for your channel now, because you've already built authority in the algorithm for them, and it's a really fast way to grow. And this allows you to figure out what works. And so knowing what works is the next thing to grow your channel really fast. So I wanted to show you an example here with Rayner. And she started working with me when she had 50 subscribers, and she's now at 600,000. And the cool thing about Linda is that if you look up anything to do with being a career coach, trying to find a job, interview tips, you'll find her. So how to get the job you want? Linda's ranked at the top. Tell me about yourself. Linda's ranked at the top. 15 million views on her video about this interview question, job interview question. And then you'll also find interview tips and techniques. There she is. But you have to start somewhere. So when we talk about niching down to blow up, it's not to try and keep you small. It's that you have to understand that YouTube is an ocean. And it's less about people finding you. It's more about telling the YouTube algorithm, hey, this is what I'm really good at talking about. You should categorize me in this content category so that I can get seen by more people for this content that I'm making that's really good, because I'm the expert at it. So in the beginning, Linda was talking a lot about how to find a job, how to write a resume, all those things. So YouTube figured out, oh, she's the best when it comes to this. So every time she makes a video about these things, we're gonna push her more in suggested, browse, and in YouTube search. So that's how it works. And the only way to gain that authority is to show the algorithm that you're the best. How do you show them that you're the best? We have the Sunny System formula where we teach you how to rank your videos so that you can show YouTube you're the best by ranking #1 in the algorithm for your categories. And we start in the shallow end so that you can actually compete. So search volume is between 100 and 1,000 searches per month. Search pool, which is the amount of results you're competing against, is less than 100,000. Your views and velocity, you want to make sure that the videos that you're competing against that are ranked #1 are older than a year so that you have a chance to be the fresh content that shows up first. And this system works over and over and over again because we're not telling you to go dive in the deep end competing against millions of results. We're telling you to show YouTube. It's less about the people, less about that in the beginning. It's more about showing YouTube and the algorithm and the science that runs the platform and the robot behind the platform that you are the best in this category. And once you start to rank for your category, you build authority in the algorithm, and then they push you further for that particular topic. And then once you start to grow, you can branch out because you have an audience and you can make content on other things. The next thing is to position yourself to get subscribers, meaning that people should know what they're gonna get from your channel as soon as they land on it so that they have a reason to subscribe. I see so many channels with a banner that's blank, and that's such wasted real estate, such wasted space. So tell people who you are and how you can help them, and tell them that you have consistent content, because a lot of people have YouTube channels but never post. So why would you subscribe if people never post? And that's just the assumption. And unless you say new videos every Tuesday and Friday, every Wednesday, whatever it may be. And if you want to create your YouTube channel in a way that's going to get subscribers and position you to get subscribers, check this out on my channel. It's the Boss YouTube Channel Checklist. I'll walk you through the 14 simple steps to set up your channel for success. Now, the next thing is really simple, but it's so true. And this is something every new YouTuber should be doing. And even as a bigger YouTuber, you should be doing this as well. You want to be the best. That sounds really simple, but if you watch competitor content or content that's showing up in an area that you want to be seen on YouTube, you need to study it. How do the greatest athletes in the world learn? They study the people who come before them. That goes for entrepreneurs, that goes for athletes, that goes for everybody. You gotta find your mentors, whether or not you know them or they're complete strangers. Study how the successful become successful. What are they doing? What are their success clues? So this is really simple. All you need to do is search for topics that you want to talk about and look at the top 5 ranking videos and study them. Figure out how are they constructed. Check the comments section for any other further questions for topics for your own videos. Look at how they do their titling for their videos. Look at their optimization. Success leaves clues. And if you can create the best possible content and see what's currently missing in your category and create content on that, you have a huge chance of growing a lot faster. At the end of the day, you could learn all of the tips and tricks and tactics, but if your content sucks, you're not gonna grow, period, end of story. And a big part of knowing whether or not your content is good and what's working is you have to know your metrics that matter. So those are CTR, your click-through rate, your retention, your views, your subscribers, your watch time, and your velocity. Let me dive back in and show you exactly how to find those. Knowing your key metrics comes down to going into the back of your channel, which is in YouTube Studio Beta. So going to your avatar here, clicking on YouTube Studio Beta, and really understanding your metrics so that you can grow further and faster. So like I said, your CTR, your retention on your videos, your watch time, your subscribers, your views, and your velocity. So let's just take a look at this video individually, and you want to do this for your whole channel as well as just individual videos. And I talk about this a lot because honestly, if you're not looking at your metrics, you're not going to grow nearly as fast as you can. So things like CTR, you're going to find that under your reach. So 4.4% CTR, this video has been up for 1 day, and give it a week to look at your analytics because it's gonna allow you to see your true metrics as opposed to just the first 24 hours where you don't have enough information. So CTR is 4.4. That is your first metric that you wanna look at. Your retention is going to be right here. So 44% for this video thus far, and that's good. So anything above 40% is what you're looking for with your videos. And your watch time, you can actually see in the first page on the overview. You'll see that right here. Now, the next thing you're gonna look at is your subscribers and your views. And so your subscribers will show up here under audience in your video analytics, and it'll tell you how many subscribers that video has gained for your channel. So this video has gained 100 subscribers for you in the last 24 hours. If this video is gaining more subscribers than average, it's a good topic to keep creating because obviously people subscribe when they watch this content. So that's a really good clue to grow a lot faster. And then your reach is where you're gonna find your views. And again, if you get more views and more velocity than normal, it tells you it's a really good topic to continue to create content around. So this little blue bar here is your velocity, and this is the final factor that you want to be measuring because it tells you the average of your videos and what you generally are reaching. And then this blue bar tells you if it's getting more views and velocity than normal, and if it is, again, great content topic to grow your channel a lot faster and to reach a lot more people. The next thing that is so key to growing faster in the beginning is to really harness your YouTube community and really get engaged with the YouTube community. So if I was in the fitness space, something that I would do is I would go into fitness and I would go filter and I would look up specific channels and I would start to interact. But even better than doing that, because if you look up fitness, there's a million search volume for that every month and so much competition, which is why you get a poor rating here. And you can see, if I click on this, the competition for just fitness as a keyword is 75 million. That's way, way, way too broad, way too big. So really good example of niching down is my client, Heather Robertson. She's awesome. She has an amazing HIIT channel. She's grown super, super fast. And it's because she focuses on HIIT workouts. You can see we've gone from millions of competition to only 3,600 search volume per month, which is a lot more narrow. And if you go into here, it takes it down from 76 million to 3 million. So her topics are still niched down even further to be able to find a small pool where she can rank in. But the thing about Heather's channel that I love is that, yes, she's in the HIIT category. So for her to interact in the beginning and start to get well known in the HIIT community and to build her community and audience, same thing. You'd go to filter and then you go to channel. And this is gonna bring up all the channels that are talking about HIIT. And what I would do from there is I would go to each one of these channels and I would go to their most recent videos. I would comment back. I would say, love following along, having the ding to let me know or when to stop or start if I wasn't on my phone. And I would say something like, I love these HIIT workouts too. I'm such a HIIT fan. I've got a few workouts on my channel. And it's not spammy. It's not pushy. It's just building your community and sharing the love and coming from a place of abundance. And you don't even need to promote your own channel because that will naturally happen when you start to engage with people. They will be curious about what your channel is about. And that's another thing with the channel name. You want to try and include what it is that your channel is about. So it could be Sunny Lenarduzzi, HIIT fitness coach. And that helps people know, oh, she teaches HIIT too, I should go look at her channel. So that's another little trick you can use to grow a lot faster. Now, the final piece of this is you can actually follow these people on other platforms and engage with them on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. Try and find them so that you build your community not just on YouTube, but you're also building touch points with them other places so that they know that you actually care and see them. And like I said in the beginning, that is so huge to growing your channel a lot faster and growing your community for your YouTube channel to help you scale and grow and build this solid base of subscribers in a much quicker way. So how did my client go from zero, no channel at all, to getting 100 subscribers in 90 minutes? This is how. She leveraged her existing networks. I find it so interesting when people don't tell everybody that they have a YouTube channel. Why is it so important to tell your friends, your family, and your online networks that you've started a YouTube channel? Because if you can get people to subscribe to your channel who already know, like, and trust you, you have a built-in audience that's going to watch your videos, share your videos, and engage with your videos. What happens when that happens? You build your authority faster on YouTube and you get seen by more people because you already have this audience that's building your authority within the algorithm and getting you pushed and suggested and in the search results and on the browse feature and every other place on YouTube that your video needs to be seen in order to grow. So Cass went to her Facebook group, which wasn't a massive group, but she went to her Facebook group and said, hey, I'm really excited. I'm launching a YouTube channel and I'd really love your support. 90 minutes later, 100 subscribers. 48 hours, actually 24 hours later, 200 subscribers. That's how quickly it can happen if you leverage your existing audience. It's so important. If you're starting this channel, you gotta tell everybody. I still pull out my phone. I was at the bank the other day. I pulled out my phone and I showed the teller my YouTube channel and I was like, you really should subscribe. But I waited for him to subscribe as I sat there. Savage. But but that's what you have to do. You have to be your biggest fan in order to become your own boss. So leverage your existing networks as much as you can. If you have a Facebook group, if you have Facebook personal friends and family, share your content there and share the fact that you're starting a YouTube channel. People want to support you, and if they don't, bye. Who cares? But there will be people who are in your network who want to support you. So I'm challenging you today to tell people about your channel. Online, offline, all of the above. Doesn't matter where. LinkedIn, Instagram stories, Facebook groups, wherever you have an audience, email list, tell them. And that's gonna start fast tracking your growth. Now, the next thing is that you want to make sure that with your content, you're doing somewhat of a spiderweb strategy, which is what I refer to in our YouTube for Bosses program, because you want to make sure your videos are connecting to one another. Because the more watch time you build on your channel, the more authority you build on YouTube, and the more your content gets pushed because they know where to categorize you, and they also see that people are binge watching your content, and that tells them that you must make really good content, so they should push it more to get seen by more people on all of the different places that your YouTube content can be seen. So that really helps you in the algorithm. Now the next thing is you wanna have a subscribe call to action at least 3 times in your video as a new channel. You should be doing it at the beginning, you should be doing it in the middle, and you should be doing it at the end. Now I have a video called the hot script formula, and that's gonna break down how you create a proper YouTube script to grow your channel even faster, and how to incorporate those calls to action. Because people don't use this platform every day like you and I do, so not everybody knows, oh yeah, if I watch this video, I should probably subscribe. So a little clue to you to maybe subscribe right now. And the final thing that I wanted to say is share your video everywhere. When you start your channel, tell everyone, like I just said, but also share your video everywhere. You should be sharing your content, distributing your content as much as humanly possible, because the more you do, the more people are going to subscribe. Getting to your first 100, 200 subscribers, it's the slowest process. Well, actually, it doesn't need to be slow. It's the hardest process. But once you build that base, it's a snowball effect like I was talking about. If you liked this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to hit the bell to get notified every single time I post a new video. Now watch these videos next to really up-level your YouTube game and know exactly how to grow a heck of a lot faster, in addition to all the tips that I just shared with you. And one last tip, put your subscribe button in your end screen. Easy little tip there to get some more subscribers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.